be a, quote, national hero if she found the fraud. Here to discuss District Media Group President Beverly Hallberg. Beverly, good to see you this morning. Thanks for being here.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up this correction. And this reads, quote, Trump did not tell the investigator to, quote, find the fraud or say she would be a national hero if she did so. Instead, Trump urged the investigator to scrutinize ballots in Fulton County, Georgia, asserting she would find dishonesty there. He also told her that she had the most important job in the country right now. Beverly, I don't know. I look at that as a distinct difference here. I mean, this is journalism 101. If you're going to go ahead and make a claim like that, you better know that it's true and from multiple sources. And obviously, this just wasn't the case months ago.
Not the case at all. There's a huge difference in intent of the words that were printed in the Washington Post on December 23rd versus what we're hearing today. And let's not forget that this story came out right before the Georgia election and could have swayed voters' opinions. I myself criticized the president for the quotes that were printed in December. Now that we're finding that they weren't even true, it then points to the Washington Post focusing more on advocacy than actually on journalism. They used a quote from somebody anonymous, but it was a political opponent. And what I encourage people to do is anytime you see a report and it's an anonymous source and only one, what we are seeing is this is the common practice of so many in the left-leaning media these days to not say who went on record. And now we're finding using anonymous quotes from people who clearly have a different perspective what they hope took place. And so I find it's extremely concerning and concerning that it took 2 months for the Washington Post to correct this.
Beverly, President Trump responded to this yesterday. He released a statement saying this latest media travesty underscores that legacy media outlets should be regarded as political entities, not journalistic enterprises. In any event, I thank the Washington Post for the correction. And I can't help but look at how different media networks have covered the Trump administration versus how they're covering the Biden administration. You look at the unaccompanied children on the border and how different that is. What does this say about media coverage of the Biden administration as it was compared to the Trump?
That they do have an agenda, that there is an agenda to make the Trump administration look bad and make the Biden administration look good. Just alone by not calling what's going on a crisis on the border, alone not calling children who are being detained as children in cages like it was done during the Trump administration. You see the narrative completely different. Not only are the stories not covered as in depth as they were during a Trump administration, the way they talk about it is vastly different. And the American people see through this. I think this is why I come and hear from friends and family. They say, where do I turn for just straight news? Of course, many people watch your network, but people just want the truth. They don't want opinion journalism with a clear political bent. Yet far too often that's what we see. And I think that that's becoming more apparent as the Biden administration continues.
Beverly, we've got about 30 seconds left to go, but we are at 55 days now without a press conference. Why do you think that this is happening?
This is happening because I think Joe Biden isn't up to answering tough questions. And here's the thing, real quick. We have lack of access to our political elected officials right now, whether it's the presidency, whether it's on the state houses, whether it's our U.S. representatives on Capitol Hill because of 4 miles of fencing. This is dangerous to the republic because a strong republic starts with having access to our elected leaders, but we're getting silence right now.
Beverly, I'm afraid we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for coming on today. And the White House has said that we will hear from President Biden by the end of the month, so we are all waiting for that press conference.
Thanks, Beverly.
Gillian.